For many people in our world today, abundance is a function of addition. It's like, oh, can I have more? Can I do more? Can I experience more? Can I achieve more? Can I save more? All of this emphasis on more and equating that with abundance has abundance seem to be a function of addition, adding, adding, adding. But in truth, abundance is oftentimes more a function of subtraction. I know that's a little head tilt for you, right? It's really about letting go of many things that get in the way of us experiencing the well-being, the fulfillment, the joy, the satisfaction, the freedom, the peace that we all want, that we all long for. That all of our trying to do more and make more and achieve more and have more oftentimes gets in the way of. It's like our lives are containers. And when you think that abundance is a function of addition, the whole idea is to see how much I can add into that container, see how much I can pack in, and how can I be more efficient in packing and organizing it so more and more and more can get in. And we call that abundance. And yet the experience all of that more creates for us is actually one of pressure, overwhelm, constriction. It's like we're crammed, like literally our lives are crammed full. And in response to that, our bodies get tense, our minds race, our breathing is affected. We're under constant pressure and stress. That is not abundance, my friend. That does not support well-being. What we all as human beings need. We all need downtime. We all need space. We all need breathing room. We need it at a physical level. We need it as an emotional and mental level. And we especially need it at a spiritual or soul level, which is why abundance, the process of actually accessing and experiencing abundance within yourself and in your life, oftentimes requires you to take things out of that container that don't support you, that don't give you joy, that are there because you think you should do that, or there because you're trying to impress people, they're there because you're trying to prove your worth. You've got to keep taking it out. And then this is the big thing, not fill it with something else, but to actually imagine having a container that is your life, that has the things in it that give you the most amount of joy and satisfaction and fulfillment in just the right proportion, and space around it all. Breathing room, availability. One of the things that most prevents all of us, myself included, from experiencing abundance in ourselves and in our lives is because for all of our efforts, we're not really open to it. There is no space within us or our lives to be open to it because we're so busy doing the more, adding this, cramming it all in, making it all fit, taking an efficiency class or a time management class so more and more can fit. But the experience actually means we're not open. There's no space for abundance to come in. See, the other thing that has abundance be thought of as a function of addition is that we are the ones who have to make it happen. We're the ones who create it and do it. It's through our efforts. And that's not true. There is a source of abundance. Call that God, call that the divine, call it some other name, who is always making resources, life available to us generously, wants to give to us all that we need so that we can fully be the unique human beings we were created to be, the expressions of that divine spirit here in the world with all the resources we need. So here's this God pouring out and wanting to give to us, and there just ain't no room in our containers because we're so busy trying to do it ourselves. Now, just so you know, I'm giving you a mini autobiography of my life right here, so I know this one. But remember, we must be open. And to be open, there must be space in our lives, in our calendars, in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies. We have to be able to relax, to rest. And that requires subtraction oftentimes, my friend. that goes out, that goes out, not using my time for that, not using my money for that, not that. And then being willing to be in that experience, which feels really, really uncomfortable at first, of not always being so busy, of not always doing. And that's so very uncomfortable at first because for many of the people I work with, all of that doing, all of that adding, all of that trying to have more and do more is somehow how they're trying to resolve the inaccurate perception of themselves as not enough. And that ultimately is what gets in the way of you and me and our world experiencing the abundance that we're meant to experience. It's our inaccurate perceptions of lack and limitation and scarcity and not enough. It's our inaccurate idea that abundance is a function of addition, instead of recognizing that oftentimes the way to abundance begins with subtraction. And then that space is opened up. And then, ironically, without our necessarily doing more, we experience having more of what we really want: freedom, joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, ease. We begin to experience ourselves as being more. I know it's a head tilt, but I invite you to consider this. Abundance is oftentimes first and foremost a function of subtraction, my friend, not addition. Because all of our doing more, all of those inaccurate perceptions of scarcity that drive us to do and make and have more, they actually block us from the abundance that's already available. Now, if this message is resonating with you, if you're like, ooh, that's me, one of my gifts that I've been given and been able to embrace as I've practiced subtraction more and more instead of trying to do more is I'm really good at seeing the little things that you're not seeing, those inaccurate perceptions, those inaccurate beliefs, those patterns of addition that are blocking you from the abundance that is already available, created, generously given by Source. So if you'd like to get on a one-on-one session with me and let's see if we can see uniquely to you where you're blocking that, I'd love to connect. There's a link in the show notes for you to schedule a free breakthrough for abundance discovery session. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see where the block is and give you a little opening or breakthrough so that you can experience more abundance and well-being in your life.